Hey guys, welcome back. I am absolutely trying to get into a habit of uploading consistently and frequently. So, let's talk. Today, I want to talk about something that's incredibly important no matter what kind of magic you follow, whether it's folk magic, witchcraft, any of the sort. Experimentation. How are you ever going to find what works for you if you do not experiment? I remember back when I first started as a pagan, actually as a Wiccan even, which never worked out really, but this is one thing that never did work out. Sigils. I tried sigils. I thought that was so cool that you could do sigils. I wanted to learn to do sigils on my own, but only one sigil has ever worked for me. I've copied that time from over and over and over again, and the way that I see it is that the only reason why that sigil worked was because it was part of a bigger spell. The sigil itself did nothing. It never does anything for me, and that's fine for a lot of people. Sigils are absolutely amazing. You should try it out for yourself if you're someone who never tried it and you're into magic or you want to get into magic. But for me, no go. For me, my best spells were bath spells, they were glamours, they were spells where I worked in the kitchen, of course. They were stuff like that. But stuff like sigils or any type of high magic ever, mm-mm. And part of the high magic for me personally is memory. I mean, it's different for everyone because everyone has different needs, everyone has different ways that they work. I have a very difficult time with memory. I was diagnosed with, I don't remember what it's called, but it's something where I struggled to keep memories in my head. Short term memory loss, rather. I have struggled, and now I struggle with long term memories as well because of a long history of trauma, so any kind of ritual just does not work for me. I need to be in the moment and do that. And then I'll write it down and see if it works, and if that works, then I know that's what it is. For me, a lot of spell work is just praying over something that I am enchanting. I remember, I think it was last year, I did a spell. It wasn't exactly a spell, but it was an enchantment with a bracelet, Ravenclaw. And I know I'm not a big fan of J.K. Rowling myself. That was a Ravenclaw bracelet because it was my only idea for enchanting a piece of jewelry to get me to write more often. And it definitely worked. It took a little while for it to smack me in the face, but once I got that initial smack, it kept flowing and flowing and flowing. And that's how I found out that enchantments might be something for me. And the reason why I bring all this up is because I have been stuck in a cycle of just not trying new things. And to the magic practitioner, whatever type of magic you practice, that is poison. That kills your craft because how are you going to find new ways to use your magic to your advantage or new ways to be with whoever you worship, if you worship anyone at all, or if you venerate anyone? How are you going to find new things? You have to always be experimenting, always willing to learn, always evolving so that you learn these new things. Now, I realized this recently, and in the past few days, I started making plans to start experimenting with oils because I remember when I first got into the craft, I learned about oils, and I knew that there were essential oils, which I don't use. I learned very quickly not to use them. Had a very bad allergy to a few of them, so that's in the past now. I also knew about oils that are made for witchcraft, folk magic, different types of magic. And today I made an experiment with something new. I don't know if it's going to work yet because it takes 2 weeks for it to really settle in and you gotta work on it for the next few weeks. But I am hoping that when I use it, even though it is my first attempt, because that is often the case for me, on the first attempt it works, it will work. And if not, then back to the drawing board, figure out what to take out, what to put in, what stopped it. And hopefully, with enough time, I will find a way that will work perfectly for me to start creating oils. Not for any specific purpose or anything, just because that's something that I thought was really interesting when I first learned about it, but never experimented with. And it is, well, it seems at least a little more common in folk magic, because there's all the candle magic. You anoint your candle. You can anoint other things with your oils. I personally plan to use this oil to anoint my front door, and I will see how it goes. Hopefully it works well. I did a divination which says that it will. Hopefully. We'll see. And I will definitely leave a update, that's the word, in the future if it works or not. And I hope that if you're stuck in a loop where you're not experimenting with new things, this video gets you the push to go experiment again, because that's absolutely necessary. Not just in magic, but in regular life too, right? How are you going to find what it is you're looking for, whether if that's a relationship, children, a job, a new hobby, whatever it is you're looking for, if you don't experiment? Get up and try something. You know, I found that I like painting instead of writing anymore because I started painting. I didn't necessarily get off my butt for that because it's another sitting hobby, but it's something that I found that I loved. Same with running. I am one of those people who definitely gets a runner high, and I wouldn't have known that if I never tried to run. And a lot of people like to make jokes about it, saying that nobody in my family runs or that I don't run because of my weight, and okay, you got me. I'm fat. I've had a struggle with eating ever since I was a child, so yeah, I'm fat and it's fine. It's better than when I get into a fasting state of mind and a binging state of mind, and I've learned to control my eating, so who cares? I am as healthy as I can be at this moment. And if you are someone who isn't stuck in a loop, that's great. I hope that it sticks like that for you, and that you have a better time, and that you're just finding the right places you need to be and the right things you need to do. And that's it, guys. Bye.